Year after year, month after month, week by week, you tell yourself that you're going to be better, more disciplined, focused, and you will go after your dreams. By the end of the week, month, or even year, you find yourself being in the exact same position you started. You feel stuck, unmotivated, and disappointed. You know that you need to change, but you're wondering, where do I start? I'm gonna tell you to work out, eat salads, and do your skincare in today's video. This is not that type of video. Today we're focusing on how we're going to change from within during the new year, during 2024, which will lead to a physical glow up as well. It is inevitable. When you change your inside, your outside changes as well. It's going to be a chatty one, so grab a beverage and let's start. First and foremost, leave the victim mentality behind. Why is this happening to me? Why is this person treating me like that? Why does my boss hate me? First of all, it might be a hard pill to swallow, but the world does not revolve around you. The world does not revolve around me. That used to be me. I thought that maybe my boss doesn't like me, maybe my colleagues don't like me. Why did my colleague talk to me like that? They might be having a bad day. They might be having a bad week. They might be having a bad life. It is not about us. It is not personal. Even when a person is trying to make it personal, deep within, it is not personal. If they treat you poorly, maybe for example your boss is being rude to you, think about it. They probably have something going on in their personal life. Is that your business? No, they should respect you. I do get that, but that's not always the case with people. Remind yourself, it is not personal. I'm not the victim here. Not everyone is out there to get me. If you want to glow up and level up, having a victim mentality will not help you go anywhere. Start showing respect and love to yourself. Don't talk bad about yourself. Don't say, I am stupid, why did I do that? I could have done something else, why did I say that? I look ugly today, I don't like my hair today, why does my body look like that? Listen, our minds are fascinating. The words we repeat to ourselves over and over again are the words that our brains are going to believe. So if you keep on saying that I am stupid, I am ugly, I'm not lovable, I cannot do that, I cannot be successful, guess what? That's exactly what your brain is going to believe. The way you talk about yourself and the way you treat yourself makes all the difference. If you cannot pour love into yourself and show respect to yourself, how are you going to expect others to show you love, respect you, and see your true value? And look at it this way. Would you talk to your younger self like that? Would you talk to your little sister like that? Would you talk to your daughter like that? Maybe to a dear friend? I don't think you would. So show yourself love and respect. Take care of yourself, pamper yourself, take yourself out on dates, move your body because you love it, fuel your body with good food because you love it and not because you want to look a certain way or because you want to punish yourself. Set boundaries in all of your relationships. I was such a people pleaser. What saved me? Boundaries. It doesn't matter if it is a family member, a friend, your romantic partner, a colleague. You set your boundaries, and if someone is trying to cross the line, you move to action. For example, maybe you have a friend and that friend is making a rude comment over and over again. You tell them, I don't appreciate that comment. I would prefer it if you didn't say that again. You said it once, you said it twice, then you move to action. You pull yourself away from that friend, away from that situation. You don't hang out with them anymore. If they feel like you are the sensitive one, if they try to justify themselves and say that I didn't mean anything by that, say, hey, I told you once, I told you twice, you didn't seem to listen, you hurt my feelings, it looks like you don't care about my feelings, so I think it's better for us to not be friends anymore. I show you love, I show you respect, and you don't provide it back. A friendship cannot work with one person. Spend more time in nature. Our bodies are not meant to be sitting at a desk all day, and we're not meant to be locked in a small office with no windows, no clean air. Have you ever been outside in nature, maybe near the sea or at a mountain, and you feel calmer and more at peace? Yeah, that's the magic of nature. We're part of nature, part of the world around us. We're not meant to be locked in cages in offices or in the house all day. We need our fresh air, we need our sunlight, we need to move our bodies and be close to nature. It is not healthy to be locked inside all day. It's not healthy to be sitting at a desk for many hours. Our environment plays such a huge role when it comes to our overall health and mental health. So make sure that you at least take 10-15 minutes daily to go out for a nice walk and be close to nature. Do more things alone. Listen, the confidence that doing things alone can give you is unmatched. There are some people that cannot do anything on their own. They cannot even go on a walk by themselves or sit at a coffee shop on their own. If you are that type of person, it's okay. It is totally okay. I get it. Sometimes we feel awkward. We feel like people will judge us and we don't want to do things on our own. But try to take small steps towards doing things on your own. Maybe for the first time you can just go on a walk by yourself around your neighborhood and you can stop by the coffee shop, the local coffee shop, and get a coffee to go. Maybe next time you can sit at the coffee shop and drink a coffee on your own for 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe the third time you can get also your book with you and sit there for half an hour and read, and you can build it from there. Maybe one day you can go on your own on concerts, to the movies, and if you want to take it a huge step further, maybe you can go on a solo trip. I know going on a solo trip is more extreme. It's not that easy. I have never done that by myself. I mean, I have traveled on my own, but in my destination, I always meet someone. You don't need to wait for your boyfriend, for your friends, your husband, your family member to come with you. It can be very frustrating when you want to do something and you have no one to do it with. So why wait for someone else when you can do it on your own? If you want to level up, glow up, and be a more confident version of yourself, take yourself on dates. The confidence you will get from it is going to be unmatched. Maybe you don't want to hear that, but work on your time management skills. Most of us say, I don't have time for that. But in reality, we do have time for it. We just don't manage our time efficiently. Plan out your day, make a to-do list, set a specific time frame for each task, and set reminders so you won't forget to do things and you know that from this time to this time I am doing this. Then I stop and move on to my next task. Do you know what our biggest distraction is? Our phones. Lock your phone in a drawer, put it on silent mode, do not disturb, and start working on your projects. You will be so thankful to yourself that you managed your time efficiently and that you worked on your projects and towards your goals. So think of it this way. What do you want a year from now? To think that you managed your time efficiently and you moved one step closer to your dream life, or that you spend your time scrolling and watching TikToks for hours each day? I don't know about you, but I definitely want to fall under the first category. So work on your time management. Don't watch the news. They are toxic, negative, and they try to manipulate us through fear. I do learn about the news. I don't live in a different planet, but I don't choose to turn on my TV and watch all these graphic videos and pictures of horrible things happening around the world. It doesn't help the world and it doesn't help me. I am such an empath, and looking at these type of videos, pictures, and listening about all these horrible things can destroy me. It can literally destroy my day, or I might think about an event for years and years, or even forever. I still remember about horrible things that I listened or saw in the news from when I was a child. You can maybe just choose to read a couple of articles about what is going on around the world so you are informed, but listening to the news every day for many hours and watching all these videos and pictures that they show us is not beneficial at all. It will lead you having a very negative mindset and it will lead you living with fear. I know a lot of people who live in constant fear. They believe that the world is an awful, awful place. They believe that there is nothing good left and they see threats everywhere. This is not a healthy way to live. We want to level up, we want to glow up, we want to be positive, and we don't want to allow toxic, negative, and bad news entering our space, our mental headspace. Have you ever wondered why we don't see any good news on TV? Or the good news just take up 1% of the news? I think it is because they want us to live in constant fear, and because bad news and tragedies sell more. Try to not compare yourself to others. I know it is easier said than done, and I used to think that I don't compare myself to anyone, but guess what? I did caught myself comparing to other people. We didn't grow up the same way, we don't come from the same background, we're not at the same part of our journeys, they are at a different part and I am at a different part, and we need to remember that we are all on our own paths. There is nothing standard. Society standards, I feel like they exist to make us miserable and anxious. We need to have our lives figured out by 25, to have our career on point, be married by 30, have our first child by 30, 31, or even our late 20s. No, my path is different than your path, and my path is different than that girl I saw online. When we start comparing, we should catch ourselves and stop ourselves and remind ourselves of all the blessings that we have, of all the things that we have already achieved, and we can definitely not always believe what we see online. You might see these couples that look so happy, or this girl that is a millionaire, she's driving an amazing car, she's living in a penthouse. Have you ever thought that some of these things are not even real? Of course, some things are real and we need to be happy about other people's happiness, and we cannot always think like that, like what I'm seeing is fake, or this girl's Louis Vuitton is not real, or that person didn't work hard and they had everything handed to them. That's not the case for everyone. Some people have worked so hard to achieve everything that they have, and it is real and it is true. But what you can do when you look at this is to feel happy about them and say to yourself that, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it. And if all this content that you see online, because for social media, let's be real, it is very easy to compare ourselves. If all this content is making you feel miserable and you only compare yourself, you need to unfollow these people, or you need to delete your social media overall. Try to use social media as inspiration and motivation as much as you can. But if you feel like looking at some people online is leaving you feeling miserable and you just compare yourself, you need to take action on that. Unfollow the people or delete your social media. So that's all I have for today's video, guys. This is my 2024 glow up guide. Some tips from me to you. I hope that some of these tips are going to help you out. I need to say my goodbyes now because the sun is setting and the lighting is way off. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope the lighting was well. And I know that 2024 is going to be an amazing year for you. I mean, you're here, you're watching, that means you're trying to become a better version than your 2023 self. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, friends.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small.